And good evening. This is the Elliott Wave update for the S&P 500 for Wednesday, June 8th, 2022. Another wild and crazy day in the markets today. The S&P, once again, is on at least the daily chart, remaining between the 50 moving average. That would be the daily 50 moving average on the top side, and the 8 and the 20 moving averages controlling it to the downside. So a little bit interesting of a day, and let's kind of talk about what the possibilities are. First, I need to just say thank you to a fellow subscriber who actually gave me a little bit of a tip for the NASDAQ after I presented tonight's update. And the same thing applies here to the S&P. So thank you for that triangle thought. And hopefully the person who put that in will know. And let's dive into what's going on today. So I continue to look at this as most probably being a minor wave 2 counter trend correction. And within that correction, I can count wave A as being complete at 4202, and the balance being the B wave. Now, I had labeled the B wave complete at yesterday's lows, leaving us to begin a C wave rally. Well, that particular rally just keeps faltering out, and we got a lot of two-sided action today in terms of like dropping, running, dropping, running. And then I come out here and I look at this, and this is where thank you, and I will tell you who that is, and so that I can properly say thank you. And that person is Jam No Spam Does Nuts. And thank you for this quick look and your thoughts, because I went back and I looked again and I thought, wow, it definitely could be that this is nothing more than a triangle formation. And triangle formations in the B wave, not uncommon at all. So again, thank you so much in providing that information to me. So what it could be, you say we have A, ABC, B, ABC, C. We get a D wave, maybe up to there, maybe up to there. And this is E, and E would likely probably stink a little bit more. But once complete, it thrusts out of this triangle. And let me see if I can do this. If I put this down to there, and this would have to go kind of flat. So at best, I can put it here, and we'll see what it wants to do. So we get a little bit of that triangle action going. And this would leave open the possibility we come back down and give it a retest here. And again, that would be retest and maybe just a slight break. We do have that support underneath at 40.74, et cetera, et cetera. And right now, the 200 continues to hold, and that is the hourly 200 continues to hold at 41.11, dips below, comes back, dips below, comes back. So let's see what happens. Now let's include, so this B wave, actually, I am just going to activate it and put it over here somewhere, give us a little indication that it's not done yet. I thought it was here. This kind of failed out. So it looks like we got another ABC down, and we're doing the C wave now. And let me take a peek. 1, 2, 3, 4, a little bit of a 5, blast. That can happen overnight. If they continue to hold it in no man's land until tomorrow morning, great, because then we all get to participate. But if you're able to trade during the evening or late evening, you might get a chance to participate in the completion of a triangle and a bounce. And that bounce would be a thrust higher. B wave done, thrust higher to announce what I've been looking for, that C wave up with the potential. Again, let me go back out to the daily. I'm going to put back on our fibs. And right now, I would likely, let's start with this one. I'm going to go here, put this here, and just put up some straight retracements. Come on. And it's going to be 07. So let me make a slight adjustment there. Edit the properties, and this high is 31. So we're going to change that to 31. And I know this one is 3808.25. So get that all in place, make our adjustments, and there we go. So we continue on this thrust out. It's usually to the width of the triangle. And right now, the width of that triangle is 4202 down to 4070. So that's going to be 29, 31 points from wherever it stops. We get a nice thrust out. And that likely will start to get us back up towards above 4189, above 4202. Then we should continue. Then we're still looking for that 5 waves. Okay. Now this next fib is all going to be, in theory, it's not, we don't know where the B wave is going to end now, but I am going to place it from here. So, and that'll give us an idea on what that C wave would look like if that's actually what's going to happen. So I'm going to go back, and I need to now put in some extensions. And I'm going to go down, let's use 76. So the extensions show, wow, we get a nice one right here, 43, 16, 14, 16. And then we have that same zone. So the zones all pretty much remain the same in terms of a move back above 4,200. So we have 42.25, 42.67, 43, 14 to 15, and then 43.88. So everything basically stays the same for this C wave to come up, complete, and then drive us lower. So again, it is kind of, I'm very pleased that the subscriber, Jam No Spam, came back and noticed this in the NASDAQ. And I agree. This is a very strong possibility. Otherwise, we continue to just run around inside this triangle with a break above, likely giving us some indication that it's done. And then we can continue to count a 5 waves up to finish wave C. But if it's not, and this thing starts to break down, then we're still into confronting that the 4202 completed the entire minor wave 2. If that's the case, this thing's going to fly lower really fast and really hard. See, every time it started out really hard, it stopped and the buyers moved back in. It came back again, the buyers stopped and it moved back in. So that's the case right now, and that's what keeps the triangle alive, or this B wave in between here alive. But nothing lasts forever. And so I would be thinking that if we can get this completion of a triangle, finish this little bit of downsize, and then boom, just really take off and start going. The initial move, again, the initial move I feel should take us above 4,200. Give us confirmation that we're done, the B wave's done, we're moving up in the C wave. So I actually am going to leave it there. Continue to use your moving averages. Of course, that's the daily. And I'm going to break it down to the hourly. We have the hourly 200 at 4109 that may be broken. We get a quick thrust down on that break, but then it hits it, and then we get a thrust out of the triangle to the upside. And again, width of the triangle. So we got the width of the triangle right here. We're looking for it to at least go that 30 some odd points. And if we get down to here, we've got at least up to here, but if not, we should be moving up much further. That's actually 4202, oh, excuse me, 4072. So we should get a very, very nice move, over 100-point move. And that should get us back above 4,200. Continues these moving average, folks. These both need, this one definitely needs to break to the upside, but break and hold above it and just continue to rally. And if we get a thrust, that should do the trick. A break below needs to thrust lower, accelerate lower, breaking that 40. Well, let me just kind of fix that. Edit properties, and oh, that's why. 4074. Oh, it actually came in at 4076. And this is 4202. Boy, I didn't check my numbers now, did I? 3808. Okay, so I'm going to put that there, make slight adjustments, and we're going to be looking for this all to take place. Likely tomorrow. We're kind of coming to the end of this sideways action, and hopefully we're going to break out of this tomorrow, one way or the other. So this is where we're going to leave it, and our next update will be on Thursday, June the 9th.